Hello, and today I'm going to show you how to use the Shape Builder tool in Adobe Illustrator. Before we get started, I would like to apologize. There is some construction going on near me, but hopefully the sound of it won't come through too much in the editing. First, what is the Shape Builder tool? So the Shape Builder tool does exactly what it says it does. It combines shapes, but it can also subtract shapes from other shapes. And it's fantastic for creating more complex shapes out of simple shapes. First, I'm going to get a rectangle on my screen. So to do that, you can either use the shortcut M, or we can use this tool over here, rectangle. I'm just going to draw a rectangle, and then I'm going to draw another one and another one. I'm just going to make sure I have some overlapping shapes so I can properly demonstrate the power of this tool for you. Then I'm going to switch back to the Move tool or the Selection tool. Shortcut for that is V, or it's the very top tool there. I'm just going to click and drag to select all of these shapes, and you can see all the bounding boxes of them are overlapping there. Then I'm going to switch to the Shape Builder tool. The shortcut for that is Shift M, or it's this one that kind of looks like a cloud with a cursor over it underneath the Eraser tool. When I click that, you can see my cursor has a plus on it, so that means it's going to add shapes together. And you can see when I hover over different portions of the shape, it highlights them, so it can identify the shapes really well. Sometimes it doesn't quite identify the shapes. If you don't have enough of something overlapping, it may not register. But usually it does a fantastic job of identifying where the overlapping shapes are. So right now it's going to add things together. And if I hold Option or Alt, you'll see my cursor will change to a minus, like that. And so that means it's going to subtract shapes from one another. So this allows you to do more complex things than Pathfinder traditionally does. Pathfinder is a bit more limited than Shape Builder, but can also do some interesting things. So if I wanted this here to be its own shape, I would click that plus, and now this is its own shape. So when I go back to the Move tool, and I'm just going to deselect that, you can see now I've got in this shape here. So that's what happens when you just click. So I'm going to undo all of that, go back to the Shape Builder tool, and then I can also drag to combine multiple shapes. So if I wanted this and this to be a shape, I would click and drag, and you can see it's kind of drawing. And then when I let go, this is now its own shape. If I wanted to minus something, I could do the exact same thing. So I can hold Option or Alt, and I can click a minus, and it will minus those two from my shapes. So I could minus that one if I wanted to. I could add that one, or I can click and drag to make those one shape. And I could minus this one if I wanted to. So you can start to see how the Shape Builder can be used to make some more complex shapes than what we originally have. If you like that video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon.